Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It is a sunny, blue sky day in Nova Scotia today, man. Very nice. If you look at the weather network, it says it's around -10 or -12 out, but it doesn't feel like it here in the woods today, man. It's gorgeous. So I'm just out for a quick little scout this afternoon. I'm down a trail close to home. And I'm looking for red belts is what I'm after. I'm in a nice little piece of softwood here. Seeing all the right signs, but I haven't seen any red belts yet. Red belts are mushrooms, Phamatopsis mountia. So anyway, I found this beautiful little spot by these couple little sinkholes of water here. So I'm going to set up my hammock chair and have a nice cup of tea and maybe a snack, man. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video. So this is sorely needed time in the woods today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so without my snowshoes on, it's a little bit hard to get around in here. Snow is still very deep. We had a bit of a melt yesterday, but then a flash freeze overnight. I just knocked the snow off that because I'm bound to do it eventually anyway. Now let's see about this hammock chair. See if I can get him set up right there, maybe. I don't know if this will work or not. Now, how low can it go in here? Okay, well, still lots of rope there. Go like here. That might be too low. Let me see what I can do with this side. I say it might be too low, but it also might be just right. I don't know. I haven't set this up that many times. It looks okay there. I don't know. That might put me on the ground. Let's see. Yeah, I'm too low. I gotta go much higher. I'll get that figured out in a sec. Okay, we got our baseline at least. So we'll move this side up some. Not too crazy. There. Let's see if we can get this side up some. Lots and lots and lots of tracks right here. Seeing deer, dog, who knows, mice, squirrels, all kinds of tracks. As long as my butt will get on that, I think I'll be good. I don't worry about doing anything too fancy knots-wise with these. I found that a pretty simple slip knot will hold that pretty good. Now let's see how it works. No ground. You gonna hold or you gonna slide? We're stretching for sure. I think we're gonna be okay. Just get all my weight settled into it. Oh, smokes. Holy, this is gonna be perfect, I think. Get a little area here I can make flat to cook on. Beautiful. Love it when a plan comes together. I'm just kidding, there was no plan. All right, let's pull some stuff out of the pack. Cool. Okay. I've got my baking dish here. Let's see if I can make like a nice little flat spot for it. Just sit in here. Tuck a little snow in around it, I guess. That looks pretty good to me. All right. So I've got my stove kit right there. I'll get my kneeling and sitting pad. I'll put that on my hammock chair. This is my food bag. It can go there for now. And my cooking kit is here. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea first. So let's get set up and get the water on. Will be our first order of business. Very, very quiet here today. It's not a breath of wind. It's nice. Okay, there's my pot. Oh, I forgot to get my water out of my pack. And my mug. So my mug is here. And my water is here. Now, got a tea bag in my mug. Move it out of the way for now. I always get my pot and water ready first. That way I'm not wasting any heat off the stove. Water can go there for now. Dump my measured water into the kettle. And I'll just put that over here for a minute. There. Now we can get our stove set up. So what I'm running for a stove today is a methyl hydrate stove, a DIY stove. And I'll bring these in close. And parts from a bought-in stove that I liked, but I didn't like at the same time. So these are just my crossbars for this bought-in stove. And I'll bring these in and show you these parts here. And this is just my methyl hydrate stove. I'll bring these over so you can have a closer look at them. So my methyl hydrate stove, it's just one of these here. This was a tuna fish can, a small tuna fish can, and I shoved a whole bunch of yellow pipe insulation inside of it and packed it down tight and got a piece of metal screening to put over the top to hold it all in there. And I dumped methyl hydrate in there and it works great, man. I made a little snuff cap for it so that if it starts whining before I'm done cooking, I can snuff it and add more methyl hydrate to it. The stove has been working great. And for a pot stand today, I brought this here. So this is just off one of those max heat wick stove setups. It's like $9 for the couple canisters, couple wick stoves, and this here pot stand. I would pay $9 just for the pot stand, I think. I've gotten a lot of use out of that. Let's bring these in close and see if we can get something rolling. Okay, so the methyl hydrate stove's just going to go there. Pot stand's just going to go right over top of that. So that's cool. Oh, I don't have my gloves out for playing with fire. One sec. Safety first. Okay, now we got our gloves for playing with fire out. Let's get this stove full and lit. Get our water boiling for tea. I'm just going to dump the methyl hydrate to this until it stays on the top just like that. Once it holds on top, then I know I got enough in. That didn't take that much, about a quarter of my bottle. Just use my ferro rod to get this going. It's lit. It's just that simple, man. Well, we can put our pot stand over top of that. Hopefully nothing here is going to start to move. And because that's a wide open stove, I don't have to wait for it to bloom or anything. I just get my pot right on it, and away we go. Perfect. And there we go. We got a boil happening there now. Perfect. I'll let it get up to full hard boil. And then I'll add my water to my teacup. I got my tea bag in there. I just got a nice bold orange Pico in there today. Can't get over how still it is out here. Like there's nothing moving at all. Gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's hard boil there now. Ooh, hot. Okay, let's get that poured. There we go, we got that. So I'm going to put the lid on that so that it can continue to steep while I'm getting the snack ready to go. You stay there. Now that stove's still going pretty strong. I think I might stuff it out and fill it again though, while I'm getting everything ready to cook. So let's pull this off here for a second. Just put it there. And let's see if I can snuff it here. So I don't want them waning what I'm trying to cook. There we go. I think I got it out there. Perfect. I'll let it cool just for a minute. So let's look in the feed bag. This little bag came with my survival blanket. That's what it came in. I prefer to run it rolled up like that though. And I found it hard to fold that blanket back up and get it back in here. But look at this. I found, I got some Dijon mustard. My Bear Complex container contains all of my lunch, everything I'm going to need for that. And I got an ice pack in there. See how it's the reflective material on the inside? So I've been just throwing an ice pack in there and my food and using it as a little bit of a feed bag. Seems to work okay for that. So now let's refill our stove and get ready to cook. Hopefully our stove doesn't explode or anything when I refill it. Oh, it's good, and actually it didn't take all as much as I thought. Cool. I'm no expert at any of this stuff. I'm just winging it, man. Like I said, no plan. No plan at all. So let's get this going again. There we go. Okay. I'll put my hot stand back on top, just like that. And now I'm going to use my frying pan, just like that. That's actually a lot more level than I thought. Get some vegetable oil in here is what I'm going to use for oil, just to keep what I got from sticking. So I'm going to be generous with it because I don't want nothing sticking out here. And that heat is going to be a little bit hard to control. Okay, let's see what we got. I got my flipper. I'm looking forward to this one. Last time we were out, me and Wyatt were out in the softwood forest on snowshoes, and we had deer chops sliced up on a bun. That was right before we went to Florida for a week. So today, same people gifted me this meat, so I am very grateful to have it. I'm gonna fry myself up a real nice deer burger today. And away we go. All right, that's sizzling. Cool. Got my flipper, I got my bun, I got my mustard, I got some cheese for it too. It's gonna be a cheese deer burger. Oh yeah. Well, I don't mind telling you that that smells amazing. Nothing wrong with that. Frizzle it up real nice. All that oil and it's still stuck a little bit. Ooh, that looks good. Awesome. Can't beat those simple little alcohol stoves. Made it myself out of junk kicking around the house, right? That pot stand, $9, right? At Home Hardware. And you get the max heat kit with it. But I tried the max heat thing. I couldn't get water to boil off them wick stoves, the canned wick stoves that you buy. Didn't work very well for me. So my DIY stove, it works. It works really well. Every stand I put it in has worked great. But for frying and cooking, I really like this one. It's up high enough, I think, this, but too hot. Doesn't give it too much of a hot spot right in the center. That smells good. I don't know if I'm ready for cheese on there yet. We'll be getting close, that's for sure. Give them a few more minutes on this side, and then I'll put the cheese to it. Okay. Oh yeah. I'd say we've reached a point where we can add some cheese to that. Get just medium cheddar today. There we go. Now we got cheese added. Just got a Kaiser bun instead of a hamburger bun. A little bit bigger than a burger bun. That's all. I'm gonna use my Bear Complex thing as a plate, I think. It'll work right there. Settle down. There we go. Now I'm gonna put a squirt of my favorite is Dijon mustard. So let's throw some Dijon mustard on the bun in advance. I'm not gonna be shy with that. I like Dijon. And for just a couple minutes, I'm gonna throw the lid on that so that cheese gets nice and melted. Ooh yeah, it's all coming together now. I didn't get a deer last year, and in fact I haven't gotten a deer in the last 5 years. But I got friends that do get deer, so I don't ever go without a little bit of deer meat anyway. I'm pretty much the only one that eats it. Me and Wyatt will eat it sometimes, but you know, doesn't take too much deer meat to get me through the year. But I do enjoy a taste of it now and then. Ooh yeah, here we go. Now let's see if I can flip this onto my bun. Oh, that cheese is looking good. Don't go on the ground. Don't go on the ground, I said. Now I'm gonna put the bun on top of that. Oh. And here's hoping that he's cooked. I'm just gonna let that stove burn till it burns out. There we go. We got deer burger on a Kaiser bun with Dijon mustard and medium cheddar cheese. Let's see how this tastes. Okay, it's taste testing time. Mmm. Wow. That's a pretty thick burger. I think I would have done well to heat up the bun too. All the juices out of the burger are getting in the bun anyway. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I did actually bring some paper towel to use as a napkin, but it's all the way over in my pack now. Holy smokes, this is good. Hmm. That's awesome. Hmm. I'm going to tuck into this and enjoy the silence. And maybe grab a napkin. I'll bring these back when I'm finishing this up. Ooh, that's hot. Mmm, hot and good though. That's a magnificent cup of tea. Very nice. Just put the bag there for a second. I'll put it in my kettle. Well, I ate all the deer burger. I didn't eat all the bun. A little mental note, instead of bringing those big, thick old Kaiser buns, especially when it's cold out, just bring a regular hamburger bun. The burger was absolutely fantastic. Oh. Nothing to do now but sit and enjoy my tea. Which is just lovely. It's one of those whispery days in the woods where you don't want to be too loud because nothing else is being too loud. Gorgeous. So it's been almost 2 weeks since I uploaded a video. As some of you know, we did a little bit of a trip. We went down to Florida, down to visit my mom down there. And man, what a gorgeous trip we had. It was absolutely amazing. Not a single thing went wrong. Everything went perfect. We did Disney. We hung out with my mom. It was fantastic. All the flights went perfectly. Everything was just perfect. I'm ever grateful to have experienced that trip. And the weather was like 20, 22 degrees Celsius. It was shorts and t-shirts, fun in the sun weather. Just beautiful. But that being said, I did miss getting out in this too. And I wanted to get out today, especially because it looks like next week, first week of March, looks like we're heading for a warm-up. I'm seeing plus temperatures for the next few days. So, I mean, there's still a good amount of snow in the woods. I don't think you'll be getting in the woods without snowshoes for a bit yet. But it's coming. Spring's coming. It's right around the corner, man. We'll start thinking about mushrooms and camping and overnighters and stuff. All exciting stuff. Oh, that tea's lovely. I'm just going to sit and be real quiet and enjoy this tea. I'll probably clean up my stuff too. My stove's gone out now. Clean up and then enjoy my tea. Oh, what a beautiful day to be out in the woods. You wouldn't have thought it yesterday. Yesterday it was, well, we had rain, then we had snow, then we had like a flash freeze overnight. When I woke up this morning, it was around minus 21 degrees Celsius. Wasn't supposed to warm up much today, and I would say it didn't warm up much, but in here in the woods, there's no wind, sun's out. It doesn't feel all that cold. It's a dry cold, let's say. It would be nice to find some northern red belts on the way out. My supplies are getting low. I just put down a tincture last week, which contains Phamatopsis mountia, so I used most of my supply doing that. I've got a little bit left for tea, but I'm sure I'll bump into some just when I need it. I'm sure there's got to be some in here, I'm just not seeing them yet. Perhaps on the way out I'll get one. One or two would be plenty. Last me through till snow's gone anyway. Oh man. Ooh, talk about nice. A fella could sit like this for hours on end, I'm sure. I'm so grateful. So grateful to be able to experience stuff like this. Like they say, though, fun is fun, but done is done. As much as I hate to go. Oh, I love this. Oh, I still gotta put my hand in there yet. Now these snowshoes, last time I was out with them, I just had the bindings, just had paracord for bindings. And yeah, I guess that didn't work out very well. They kept coming loose on me. So I've switched them out now. I used bicycle tire inner tube to make another toe binding, but I'm finding this is a little bit long, so I'm gonna have to modify this again, I'd say. But that being said, they work, and I just gotta take my time in them. All right, there we go, folks. What a lovely bit of time in the woods I've had. I couldn't be happier, man. We had a beautiful cup of tea. I had a deer burger with cheese and Dijon mustard. That was just great, man. Fried it up over my alcohol stove, my little methyl hydrate tuna can stove. Just a gorgeous, oh, and I'm just noticing a whole bunch of birch polypores right there. Birch polypores are a mushroom I pay attention to because they are a powerful ally, and when I see them, they're like an indicator for me. I know I'm in the right place when I see Birch polypore. So although I didn't know it this whole time, turns out I am in the right place. Right place, right time. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Sorry for the little bit of a hiatus there. Hopefully we'll be back to regular videos. I do this for myself, right? I need this bit of time in the woods. It helps keep me grounded and level, man. Makes, well, everything makes sense out in the woods to me. So that's why I like to get out here. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, and remember, folks, you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.